Nick rides to Phyllis's rescue, and Holden grills Audra about spoiler. At the club, Nick runs into Phyllis in the dining room and joins her. They talk about Summer finding a hot new designer from Marchetti. Nick's irritated by the idea that Summer is dating someone and says he'd better not be playing their daughter. Phyllis would get on a plane and go over there herself if she did. Nick's eyes widen. He asks if she's okay. She seems a little edgy and weird. Phyllis insists she's good and is slaying every day. Nick knows her. Phyllis asks him to stop looking for problems when none exist. He asks about Daniel. Phyllis says they're getting back to a good place. Nick eats her breakfast as she explains he didn't want to work at Abbott Communications and is still reeling over Heather's death. She thinks he needs a purpose and a passion. She thought the company would fill that void, but she was wrong. Nick gulps, "You were wrong." She laughs, "Shut up," before admitting that Billy fired her. Nick's irritated. He guesses Daniel's not the only one who needs a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Tearing up, Phyllis confesses she needs one too. Nick gripes about Billy firing Phyllis at a time like this. He suggests she go to Milan and see Summer. Phyllis doesn't want to be a third wheel with her and this new guy. She's got this covered. "When have you ever known me to not have a plan?" Nick asks if he needs to be worried. She teases that she's waiting for confirmation for a meeting with Aristotle Dumas. She's hoping he'll fund her new project. Nick questions this. He's a recluse. Phyllis says, "I'm very resourceful." Nick tells Phyllis that very few people have the privilege of meeting Dumas face to face. As angry as he is at Billy, this may not be the worst thing in the world. He has a history of crashing businesses. Phyllis needs something new for her and Daniel to focus on. Phyllis is sure Billy will crash and burn without her. Nick asks why she go to Dumas for money. "Why not just come to me?" Phyllis isn't doing that again. Nick points out the Grand Phoenix worked out great for both of them. She doesn't feel comfortable entering another financial agreement with him that could affect their relationship. "We're friends. We're pals. We're co-parents." She doesn't want to screw up that bond. Nick agrees. Phyllis admits that she was spiraling and her son was pulling away from her. She hopes they'll plan something new together. She wants to come up with something to inspire Daniel. Nick feels that's a lot of pressure. Phyllis insisted on taking the lead like she always does. She looks at it like a challenge. "I'll figure out something. I'll do it. I've got this." Nick has an idea. He says, "Let's get out of here." Claire's plan. Claire joins Nikki and Victoria at the Newman Ranch and says Cole seems stronger every day, but wouldn't let her visit him for long. Victoria's headed over there later. Claire has news and explains that it doesn't look like she and Kyle will be moving in together after all. She asked him to put it off for a little while since Victor was still dead set against it. Nikki helped her see that more time might help. Victoria's taken aback. Nikki explains she just suggested they slow things down a little. Victoria's angry that her father continues to manipulate and bend family members to his will. He doesn't deserve to be pacified. Claire's sure Victor thinks he's protecting her and asks her mother not to be mad at him. Victoria's been through this so many times, and now he's doing it to her. Claire admits that maybe deep down, things are moving too fast for her. It's not the worst things to slow things down a bit. Victoria can't argue that. She just hopes her decision isn't based on what Victor wants. Claire wants to please him as well. She has to find a way to make this work for everyone. Victoria hates to see Claire spinning her wheels over this impossible mission. Her grandfather won't ever think anyone is ever good enough for her. Claire thinks she can change his mind about Kyle. She has a perfect plan. If she can show him Kyle has changed and how much he loves her, maybe he'll come to terms with it. Nikki will do whatever she can to help. Victoria loves her determination. Claire needs both of them to help with her plan. "I want to throw a party." Nikki and Victoria aren't sure Claire's plan will accomplish what she hopes, but they'll both help. Claire is sure this whole ugly conflict will soon be a distant memory. After Claire's gone, Victoria and Nikki discuss Claire's party plan. They have to try and help her. It might work. Victoria thinks her father will only dig in deeper. What if this blows up in Claire's face? Things could get worse than they are now. Then what? Audra's maneuvers. Audra walks into crimson lights and spots Kyle, who mocks her for not putting out a press release about her new company yet. They spar verbally as she insists it's still full steam ahead. Kyle needles her for bragging about a company that doesn't exist. She thinks the idea of her being his competition has really rattled his cage.